Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start another topic of the chapter Plant Kingdom. In previous lecture we have already covered about the classification of plant and some of the general characteristics. Okay, so here today we will study about the proper classification of kingdom Plantae, and this classification is the most appropriate one. Okay, so here we will talk about the kingdom Plantae. We have divided it into two subkingdom. What are they? Cryptogamy and phanerogamy. Here the word crypto means what? Something hidden, and gamy relates to marriage. So here there is hidden marriage, and if you compare this side, phanerogamy, it means that visible one. Okay, so if this condition is there, it means that there will be no flowering plants. Okay, so in case of cryptogamy, those plants which come under this subkingdom, those will be what? They will be the non-flowering plants, and in case of phanerogamy, here there will be flowering plants. Fine. So now another thing on the basis of which we have further classified the cryptogamy is what? On the basis of the differentiation. See students, हम किसी भी plant हम कब कहते हैं? When there will be a proper differentiation. Is it so? But here ऐसा नहीं है, इनको भी हम plants ही कहेंगे. But these plants are primitive one. We know that as the evolution takes place, there will be some complication or there will be some modification, we can say that. So there will be some modification in the above part. जैसे ही evolution होता है तो क्या होता है, धीरे धीरे चीज़ें और ऐड होती रहती हैं. अगर आप हमने जैसे मोनेरा किंगडम पढ़ा था, उसमें जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स थी वो बेसिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स थी. Okay, so as we are moving toward Monera to Protista to Fungi, there will be some more changes in the characteristics. It means that there are some more modification. So here also these cryptogamy we have divided on the basis of differentiation. यहाँ पर हम बात करेंगे कि प्लांट में कोई भी डिफरेंशिएशन नहीं है. अगर हम किसी प्लांट को देखते हैं तो हमें क्या देखते हैं? प्रॉपर रूट्स, वी कैन सी प्रॉपर roots here, okay, then stem and leaves. But in this case of cryptogamy, we can say that again we have divided on the basis of this differentiation. कुछ प्लांट्स में आपको ये डिफरेंशिएशन नहीं दिखाई देगा, इसमें कि ना रूट आपको दिखेंगी ना स्टेम, लीव्स, ओनली एक थैलस बॉडी यू कैन सी देयर. Okay, so on this basis this cryptogamy divided into two parts, that is in which there will be no differentiation of plant body, and another one there will be some differentiation of plant body. यहाँ पर आते आते आपको क्या दिखने लगेंगे? कुछ differentiation दिखने लगेंगे. Okay, so this is the first criteria, and on the basis of this criteria we have divided into division Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. Okay, इस differentiation के basis में हमने क्रिप्टोगैमी सब किंगडम को कितने डिवीजन में डिवाइड किया है? 3 डिवीजन में. द फर्स्ट वन थैलोफाइटा, अनदर वन ब्रायोफाइटा, देन टेरिडोफाइटा. ओके, नाउ इफ यू विल सी थैलोफाइटा, द नेम इटसेल्फ इंडिकेट्स दैट इट इज थैलस एंड फाइटा रिलेटेड टू प्लांट. सो दोज प्लांट्स विच आर जस्ट लाइक अ थैलस बॉडी, इनकी जो बॉडी होगी वो प्रॉपर किसी डिफ्रेंशिएशन में नहीं होगी. आप कह सकते हैं दिस इज लाइक अ थैलोफाइट. Okay, and here what will happen, अगर जैसे जैसे आप evolution होगा वैसे वैसे कुछ differentiation दिखाई देंगे. In case of Bryophyta you can see some more structure is differentiating, but अभी भी क्या है, proper differentiation नहीं हुआ है, क्योंकि ये जो Thallophyta है वो क्या है? Primitive one. Primitive one से हम कहाँ को जा रहे हैं? Advanced form में. Okay, so in case of Bryophyta we can say that these are also plants with some modification. Okay, now when you will talk about the Pteridophyta, in case of Pteridophyta you can see more differentiation. आपको क्या होगा? कुछ differentiation थोड़ा ज़्यादा दिखाई देगा as compared to Thallophyta and Bryophyta. Okay, so this is the first thing on the basis of differentiation. अब जब इसमें एक तो हमने कह दिया रूट स्टेम्स लीव्स का बेसिस है, दूसरा कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्या हो सकता है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ वैस्कुलर सिस्टम. ओके, व्हाट इज अ वैस्कुलर सिस्टम इन केस ऑफ प्लांट्स? प्लांट्स केस में वैस्कुलर सिस्टम क्या होते हैं? Xylem and phloem, and we know that what is the function of xylem for the conduction of water and minerals, and what is the function of phloem for the transportation of food. Okay, so यही xylem और phloem की अगर हम बात करें, primitive one में क्या होंगे? कोई भी differentiation नहीं है, it means कोई भी vascular system present नहीं होगा. So it means that in case of Thallophyta there is no vascular system. As we will move towards the Bryophyta, then again there is no vascular system is present. इनके xylem और phloem क्या है? Absent in case of Bryophyta. Now as we will move towards the Pteridophyta, there will be starting of vascular system. यहाँ से क्या होने लगेगा कि आपको दिखने लगेगा कि xylem and phloem develop हो रहे हैं. Okay, so this is the primitive one and we are moving towards the modern one. Okay, so the first one we have discussed differentiation, another one we have discussed about the vascular system. Okay, and third thing, previously we have discussed that these all are what? These all are non flowering plants. ये कैसे plants है? non flowering. अगर हम Thallophyta की बात करें, Bryophyta की बात करें या Pteridophyta, वो ये जो तीनों दिए हुए हैं ये कैसे हैं? These are non flowering plants. Okay, now we will discuss about this another one, that is Spermatophyta. This Spermatophyta comes under the Phanerogamy. It means that there is a formation of proper flowering plants. इसमें क्या होंगे? Flowering plants develop होंगे, and on the basis of this we have divided into Gymnosperm and Angiosperm. ओके, सो जिम्नोस्पर्म में क्या होंगे? आपने देखे हैं साइकस, पाइनस, ऑल दिस कम्स अंडर जिम्नोस्पर्म. एंड एंजियोस्पर्म, all the crops which where we are eating, we can say maize, wheat, rice, all these comes under angiosperms, in which you can see flowering. इन दोनों में आपको क्या दिखाई देंगे? flowering plants दिखाई देंगे. But again there is some differentiation between gymnosperm and angiosperm. gymnosperm में क्या होता है? जो भी seed बनता है वो seed कैसा होता है? naked seed. Okay, it is not covered by any fruit structure. But if you will talk about the angiosperm, the seed is covered by. angiosperm में क्या होता है? कोई भी seed है वो किसके अंदर होता है? किसी fruit के अंदर होता है. Okay, so this is the differentiation. Now we were talking about this division here. If you will recall the first chapter, we have done the classification and different taxas. हमने taxas की बात की थी, क्या की थी? Kingdom, then phylum, then class, like this. So here kingdom is presented as a plant kingdom, then another one is a phylum. Okay, phylum हम किसके sense में use कर रहे थे? In the sense of animals. Whenever we are talking about the classification of animal kingdom, we will say that it is a phylum. But when we are talking about the plant kingdom, जब भी हम बात plant kingdom की करेंगे तो हमारे पास another taxa कौन सा होगा? That is division. Okay, in place of phylum we are using division here. Okay, so how many divisions we are having? Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta and Spermatophyta. Okay, now another thing about these division, we have done that in Thallophyta we are having some examples. Thallophyta में कौन से examples आते हैं? Algae. Okay, these algae comes under Thallophyta. Now if we will classify or we will see the class under this division. So under the division of Thallophyta we are having three classes. What are they? Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Okay, so how we have differentiated these classes here on the basis of pigment. हम किसके basis में ये class को distribute कर रहे हैं? On the basis of pigments. As we know that about kingdom Plantae, हमने kingdom Plantae के बारे में पढ़ा है कि what is the characteristic? It is a photosynthetic in nature. Okay, they are having chlorophyll pigment. इसी chlorophyll pigment की वजह से क्या होता है? Plants are green in color. So here we will discuss that along with this chlorophyll pigment there are some more pigments. इसके अलावा और क्या होते हैं, और भी कई पिगमेंट्स होते हैं। कभी कभी क्लोरोफिल के साथ और जब कोई और पिगमेंट होता है, ड्यू टू दैट व्हाट विल हैपन, देयर विल बी सम चेंजेस इन कलर. Okay, on the basis of these pigments, we have classified this one into 3 classes. This is chlorophyce. Chloro relates to chlorophyll is present. So in this class, the chlorophyll is present. So if you will see these types of algae, they will look like a green in color. ओके, क्लोरोफाइसी में जो भी मेंबर्स होंगे वो कैसे होंगे, वो एल्गी ग्रीन कलर के होंगे. ओके, अनदर वन इज फायोफाइसी. फायोफाइसी रिलेट्स टू द ब्राउन एल्गी. किसी कोई भी एल्गी हो कैसी दिखाई देंगी, ब्राउन कलर की. तो व्हाई इट इज हैपनिंग, ड्यू टू द that pigment, and this pigment is present where in this class, that is Phaeophyce. Okay, now another one is the Rhodophyce. Rhodophyce में कैसे members होंगे, those are red algae. Fine. So on the basis of pigments we have classified this division into 3 classes. Okay, now if we will talk about the Bryophyta. Bryophyta is somehow modified from as compared to Thallophyta. In bryophytes we are having 2 examples, liverwort and moss. इसमें हम कौन कौन से example पढ़ सकते हैं, liverwort and moss. Now another one, that is Pteridophyta. In Pteridophyta we have seen example ferns. Okay, so these ferns comes under which division, Pteridophyta. Now if you will see the classes, in case of Pteridophyta they are Psilopsida, Lycopsida, Sphenopsida and Pteropsida. We will in your NCERT it is written there, but only examples are mentioned. So you have to memorize what are the examples of these classes. Okay, so let's start. Then another one, Gymnosperm. As I have said, it is in case of Gymnosperm there is a naked seed. Seed is not enclosed by any fruit. And in case of Angiosperm, the seed is covered by a fruit. That's why we are saying this is a Angiosperm. Now again we have divided this Angiosperm into 2. That is dicot and monocot. Dicot means having 2 cotyledons. आपने देखा होगा, in case of gram we are having 2 cotyledons. So it comes under dicot, and another one which is having only 1 cotyledons. Okay, so for example in case of wheat it comes under the monocot one. So here we have done about the whole classification of kingdom Plantae. Now one thing you will observe, that as we are moving from lower or from primitive to advanced one, what will happen, there will be some changes in the habitat also. Okay, जो primitive one होंगे वो कैसे होंगे, they are mostly aquatic. ओके, ये क्या होंगे, जितने भी थैलोफाइटा के अंडर आएंगे वो मोस्टली दे आर एक्वेटिक इन नेचर. जैसे जैसे एडवांस्ड होते जाएंगे तो क्या होगा, दे विल मूव टुवर्ड्स द लैंड. व्हाई, बिकॉज दीज टाइप्स ऑफ प्रिमिटिव वन दे रिक्वायर वाटर फॉर देयर रिप्रोडक्शन. इनको रिप्रोडक्शन के लिए किसकी जरूरत है, वाटर की. बट एज वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द modified form, they will require water, but it's not required that for the reproduction water is very very essential. Okay, now अब देखिए, अगर थैलोफाइटा की बात करें वो तो ज़्यादातर वाटर और नियर द वाटर आपको दिखेंगे. ब्रायोफाइटा, another name of Bryophyta is that these are the amphibians of plant kingdom. Amphibians कौन होते हैं, जो वाटर में भी रह ले और टेरेस्ट्रियल या फिर लैंड में भी रह ले. तो वाई वी आर सेइंग ब्रायोफाइटा, क्योंकि क्या है, ये कुछ मॉडिफाई, ये थैलोफाइटा से ही मॉडिफाई होके ब्रायोफाइटा बने हैं. तो इसमें क्या होंगे, वो वाटर में भी रह सकते हैं और जैसे जैसे एवोल्यूशन होगा वो लैंड भी की तरफ भी सर्वाइव कर सकते हैं. बट वन थिंग इज दैट फॉर देयर रिप्रोडक्शन दे रिक्वायर द वाटर. रिप्रोडक्शन के लिए लेकिन ये चीज़ ज़रूरी है कि क्या हो, वाटर ज़रूरी हो. ओके, थोड़ा और ऊपर अगर हम इवोल्यूशन में जाते हैं तो देयर इज अ टेरिडोफाइटा. इट कैन लिव इन वाटर एज वेल एज और टेरेस्ट्रियल. लेकिन ये क्या है, टेरेस्ट्रियल में भी ग्रो कर जाएंगे. And if you talk about gymnosperm and angiosperm, they are grown in the terrestrial or in soil only. Okay, so this is about the kingdom Plantae, and along with this is the outline of whole chapter. इस chapter में हम क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं तो वही हमने इसमें डिस्कस कर लिया है. तो from here we will discuss one by one with the division Thallophyta. Okay, so let's start with the first division, Thallophyta. The Thallophyta is what? Thallus-like body. So general characteristics is that body is undifferentiated one, as well as there is no vascular system is present. For example, xylem and phloem is absent. In this case, whole body is responsible to take the nutrition. Fine. Now we will start with example algae. Algae is under Thallophyta. So the characteristics are same like a Thallophyta. Algae किसके अंडर है? Thallophyta के. तो algae का structure भी कैसा होगा? Thallus like. Okay. So the body is thallus like, and if you will talk about the habitat, habitat means कहाँ वो पाए जाते हैं. तो these are mostly found in the aquatic life. Okay, mostly they are aquatic one, and in aquatic they are fresh or they can be marine water. Fine. Along with this aquatic, they can be found in some soil, they can be found in some stones where there is some moisture is present. Fine. But again, for the reproduction, what is required? Water is very important. And here you can see some examples also. As we have done in case of fungi, lichens are there. So these algae can combine with the fungi also, okay, and form the lichens. And here one more example is that animals. ये lichens, ये जो algae हैं वो कहाँ पे present रह सकते हैं? कुछ animals के ऊपर भी present रहते हैं. For example, in case of sloth bear. In sloth bear is very lazy animal. Okay, so what happens? There is a formation of algae, and these algae will provide camouflage. Okay, ये क्या provide करता है? Camouflage provide करता है sloth bear को, which can help this sloth bear from their other prey. Okay, इसको बचाता है कि अगर क्योंकि कैसा होता है, एल्गी ग्रीन कलर की होती है और लीव्स के बीच में स्लॉथ बेयर अगर बैठा भी होता है तो पता नहीं चल पाता है कि कोई एनिमल वहाँ पर है. Okay, so we can say that these are the habitat of algae. Now another one is thallus organization. अब बात करें अगर बॉडी कैसी होती है. Okay, so the body is, we have said it is a thallus like, and among this there are different forms. These algae can present in different forms. What can be the forms? It can be the unicellular, which is microscopic in form. कुछ algae ऐसी होती है जो हम नहीं naked eye से नहीं देख सकते हैं. Microscope, they are microscopic in nature. So what are these types of algae? These are the Chlamydomonas. Okay, and another type of forms of these algae is colonial form. For example, if I say these are some colonies, and these colonies will join together and form a ball-like structure. Okay, so these algae can present in the colony form also. In your NCERT book, this diagram is shown, and example is volvox. Another form of algae is filamentous. These algae can be present in the form of this filament-like structure. Okay, these filaments like structure, or we can say Spirogyra, in example you can see in the pond. Okay, pond scum, or we are also saying that the pond silk. आपने देखा होगा कुछ water के ऊपर काई से जम जाती है. What are they? These are the algae, and these algae are very helpful because 50% of our earth, fixation of carbon dioxide is done by the algae only. Okay, so इसलिए ये क्या है, algae important है क्योंकि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का फिक्सेशन करते हैं. Along with this, there is one more example, Eulothrix. Okay, so these two are present in form of filaments. Now another characteristic about algae is cellular organization. As we have done earlier, different body organization on the basis of different habitat, we have given different forms. So here also we are doing different organization like thallus, which is the body organization of algae. Another one is a cellular organization, how the cell of algae is made up of. एल्गी की में कैसा सेलुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, कैसी उसकी सेल बॉडी होगी, तो कैसी होती है? These are the eukaryotic. If you will recall, from Monera to Protista, then fungi, and now Plantae, what is happening? There is a more advanced form, and in case of Monera, we have done the cellular organization is prokaryotic. Okay, so now the cell body is eukaryotic. It means that it is having true nucleus. Okay, along, if nucleus is true, there will be a proper nuclear membrane, and this membrane is present in the eukaryotic cell. One more important point about the eukaryotic is that in eukaryotic cell organelles are present. Okay, so these are the characteristic of algae. Now comes to the another point, food material. Some food material is also present in these algae as a storage form. Okay, so if we will talk about the storage form in algae, what it is starch form. In form of starch, it is stored material. And on the basis of pigmentation, we have said that these algae are divided into three types. What are they? Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae. So these brown algae contains some different types of food material which is known as mannitol and laminarium. So this is very important from the economic point of view also. So in the economic importance, we will study that what is the role of these stored food material. Fine. Another one is a red algae. Red algae contains some different types of stored material which is known as Floridian starch. Okay. See students, from the examination point of view, these MCQs are very important. From this chapter, examples are important. You have to memorize all these examples. Now, another one is a reproduction. How they will produce again an algae of its own type. So, reproduction method can be of three types: vegetative, asexual and sexual. In first one, in vegetative reproduction, there is one method which is known as fragmentation. What is the meaning of fragmentation? It means that from the main body, if body divides or split into different part, what will happen? This another part is able to form a new algae. Okay, so here the vegetative method having this fragmentation method. In fragmentation method क्या होगा, कोई भी एक algae का part टूट के दूसरा algae बना सकता है. Example is Spirogyra. Okay, another one is asexual. In case of asexual reproduction, spores are present. These reproduction takes place with the help of asexual spores, and these spores are known as zoospores. And we know that zoospores are the flagellated one. If I will show you, the zoospores are what? They are the flagellated form. Example, we can say Chlamydomonas. If we will see the structure of Chlamydomonas, it is having flagella. Okay, so these flagella is present in the zoospores, and when these produce the spores inside it, this structure will form the zoosporangium. What it is? Zoosporangium contains the zoospores. Now, another method is sexual method. In sexual method, there is need of two types of gametes. Okay, in this method, what happens? Fusion of two gametes, that is male gamete as well as female gamete. Now, these sexual mode of reproduction again divided into three types. Okay, so gametes can be formed by three methods. The first one is isogamous. Iso means same. Okay, gametes related to gametes. In this type of isogamous method, the gametes, the male gamete as well as female gametes, both are similar in structure. Okay, if you will see morphologically, the isogamous, it can be of same type. Morphology, it will look like a same type. Again, it can be classified into two. Flagella may be there or flagella may absent. So here, what are you watching here? There is no flagella. So it is an example of what? Non-flagellated one. If flagella will present, what it will form? This can be the flagellated one. Fine. So we can say in isogamous can be flagellated as well as non-flagellated. Again, examples are important. If you will talk about the flagellated one, there is a Ulothrix, and if we will talk about the non-flagellated one, Spirogyra is there. Fine. Now, another one is anisogamous. Anisogamous means that both male and female gametes are morphologically dissimilar. दोनों ही क्या होंगे? दिखने में अलग अलग होंगे. यहाँ पे क्या थे? दोनों ही दिखने में एक जैसे थे. दोनों gametes, male gamete and female gamete. But here, they morphologically maybe there are different types. Okay, male gamete and female gamete. Example is Odorina. The third type is oogamous type. In case of oogamous type, what will happen? The female gamete is non-motile इसमें क्या होगा, oogamous में जो फीमेल गैमेट होगी वो क्या होगी, वो नॉन मोटाइल. इट मीन्स दैट इट इज नॉट हैविंग एनी फ्लैजिला. बट इन if we'll talk about the male gamete, it is smaller in size as compared to the female gamete, as well as it is having flagella also. Okay, it means that it is a motile in nature. So this is oogamous type. Examples are volvox and fucus. So now this is the whole outline which we are going to study in this chapter, kingdom Plantae or kingdom plant. Okay, so here you have to memorize about these characteristics, as well as in the next lecture we will talk about the different methods of asexual, how asexual reproduction takes place, as well as the economic importance of algae. That's all for today. Thank you.